It's important for kids to develop their minds by learning in the classroom and at home. That includes skills used later in life, including accountability. Here with me this morning is Kim Minch, a parenting guide with more on this. Good morning, Kim. It's always great to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm excited to talk about this. It's an important topic.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk accountability. What is it and why is this an important life skill for kids and young adults too?
For sure. So, accountability is really the foundation for maturity. And when kids learn to own their actions, they build trust in themselves and they build trust in others. So, accountability leads to confidence and resiliency. And in a world where we have, immediate gratification, accountability helps them be grounded and capable.
Now, a lot of parents will say, oh, my child doesn't follow through on these issues. They don't follow through on these ideas that they want. So what's the first step to teaching them accountability?
Well, I don't think this is going to come as a shocker, but asking parents, are they modeling what they wish to see? So model follow through. Are your words and actions in alignment? Make sure, first of all, that that is happening. Second, allow natural consequences. So let's say your kid forgets their uniform and they're not allowed to play the game without the uniform. Don't rush back and get that. It's about teaching cause and effect. It's not about rescuing them or fixing the situation.
Would you say, I guess rescuing would be a common mistake, but what are some other common mistakes parents make when trying to get kids to be accountable?
They actually sometimes confuse accountability, or they confuse it with control, with wanting to control. They nag. They're wanting to force responsibility, and actually your reminding and your nagging delay that learning ability. You need to set clear expectations and then step back and allow, again, those natural consequences to teach the lesson. And parents, it's all about your tone of voice. You don't need to come from like sounding like you're punishing them. It's just, this didn't happen, or you don't have this, so this is what happens.
Talk a little bit more about that for me, balancing compassion and firmness, when your child or your teenager drops the ball.
Yeah, well, accountability grows best in an environment that's both loving and firm. So parents, kind yet firm, stay consistent. That's the one C word that I think is super important, is be consistent in your actions and in your words. Follow through with what was said, and that whole kind yet firm tone of voice is so important.
So before we go, what's one simple thing parents can start doing to build accountability at home?
Start small with like one, either it's a small chore, or maybe they're making, ask your kids to make their lunch every day. Build this accountability builds in small steps. And again, I'm going to use that. I'm going to throw in this last word one more time. Parents, be consistent when you're trying to teach accountability.
Yeah, Kim, this is great advice for parents, even kids and teens. I know me as a mom of a 3-year-old, it's important for me to start that now while he's young too. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being with us here this morning. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.